So, welcome back to the Fast Lane Lifestyle. I am Alicia Powell, and I am here with my husband, Asafapowell. He cannot speak right now because he is absolutely
Why
stuffing
can't
his
speak?
face. Oh, you chewed very
Why
quickly.
can't speak? I'm eating some dumplings, guys. Some dumpling and some oxtail that my wife prepared yesterday. Well, I prepared the dumplings today, but she did the oxtail. And she said she wanted to do a podcast, so I'm like,
Yeah, because
I need to eat, so
we need to stay in tune with our
okay.
podcast family.
Mhm.
And I'm over here giggling because I knew he was going to definitely add in the fact that he made the dumplings.
Mhm. And trust me, the
So,
dumpling is so good.
yeah.
It's so good, babe. So good. I know you wish you would have some right now, but
No, I'm
you're on a
fine.
dumpling-free diet.
I'm on an everything diet, it seems. Like I'm actually on a hormonal cleanse journey. So trying to clean up my body because nothing feels worse than not feeling like yourself, like
Mhm.
internally. Like I've been like, guys, let me tell you, on Sunday I went to a birthday party and the hot flashes, like I felt like I was going through menopause. And mind you, absolutely nothing is wrong with menopause because obviously I feel like these days you have to say everything like politically correct.
Mm,
I'm just not there yet. Like I just turned 30 last
body
year.
thin skin.
So
I hope I'm not offending any vegans on here on this episode.
guys, please, he's just being childish now.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I was like drenched, like my head was wet. It was soaked like someone threw water on me, and like my whole entire clothes were wet. So I said, no, that cannot
He's
be
a mom
happening.
bod guy, babe.
Um,
He's just a mom bod.
that's not mom bod.
Mm.
That's not it. Anyway, so speaking of fears, there is this whole stigma and fear. I mean, I think it comes naturally of like getting older.
Mhm.
Because even the other day, like Saf's wrist, I'm gonna throw him under the bus. His he hurt his wrist, right? And it's like figuring out what's wrong. And he got an X-ray done, and like he thought he either had a sprain or like a fracture or a crack, something of that sort. But when it came up, nothing, like everything seemed fine. And then I just hear him say, man, I'm stressing out. Like he just starts panicking because, yeah, I'm getting older. So what could it be? Like there's just fear. Where if this was like 10 years ago, I don't even think that type of fear would have
No,
even kicked in.
no, but the thing is, I did the X-ray.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I need to do an MRI because X-ray only shows like the bone and like the joints and stuff like that.
Right.
So I need to do a MRI just to see what exactly is wrong. But when you do, I've been having this pain for months now,
Right.
and it's not getting any better, not going anywhere. So I'm like, all right, cool. I'm gonna do this X-ray because I would just sit around and it would go by itself, So did the X-ray, came back. They said joints are perfectly fine and everything is no signs of anything. So I'm like, so what could be wrong with this? Because if it was like a muscle problem, it would have healed itself already.
Right.
Know what I mean? So I'm like, what could it be?
But you start
And
freaking out.
exactly. And in this day and age, like there's so much weird things going on in this world, and I don't want to be in any weird thing.
So I then told him, like, let's refrain from panicking. You have to speak like health into your body, right?
Mhm.
And yes, we're all afraid of, I think age is also a factor in that. With age, and I think we have to start and reframe our minds because I mean, mind you, I think I had that scare when I was like turning 30 and like time is moving very rapidly. So by the time you blink, someone
It's not my
posted.
fault. It's not my fault, people like every day hear it. When you get to 40 this, when you get to 40 that, when you get to this. So it's not my fault.
But
It's
guess what?
just-
You have to keep living, all right?
Mhm.
We have breath and life is a gift. So when I reframe my thinking and knowing that some people don't get to live past 40,
Mhm.
so it's a reframe, reset, and keep living. All right. So I was like, no, we cannot have
All
this.
right.
Don't start
That's why.
panicking on
That's
me
why I have you,
now.
babe. That's why I have you. You can think positive for me.
Because I said, what happens when you're 50? Like, if you're starting to panic now,
You
what's
can
going to happen? He's going to be hyperventilating by then.
listen, man. My
Like,
body has been through so much doing sports. It's like
understandable.
I'm like, you know, what could it be? I'm a very strong person, physically strong.
Mm-hmm.
So what?
What could be happening to
Yeah,
me?
and
It's
I
just
mean,
not
no.
making
And the thing
sense.
is, my last couple years in the sports, the sports make you feel like you're like you're Iron Man,
Mm.
like you're indestructible. Apart from the injuries and stuff like that, because us as athletes, we um we recover a lot faster than the regular
Mm-hmm,
everyday
mm-hmm,
person. We do everything faster. So as it gets get into our age and you see everything start to slow down a bit,
mm-hmm.
you you wonder what's going on.
Naturally, it's
Mm-hmm.
common and natural for you guys to have a scare. I mean, it's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
But okay, so we want to hear from you guys. We love when you guys leave us reviews and comments, and make sure when you're listening to this episode, you leave a rating as well. But what is one toxic or bad trait that you want to go into summer without?
All right.
Do you have any?
I have nothing toxic about me.
Okay, Mr. Perfect.
You
I think mine would be the habits of like I am falling into nothing wrong with going to bed early, but I'm also getting into a habit of like I just don't want to go anywhere. And if I keep following how I feel, I'm limiting myself on like experiences, memories, like meeting new people cuz like life is happening. You have to live. Like and I'm keep saying that I want to be like a summer fun mom, right? But literally ask him. I'll be like, there's this event happening. No, I'm tired. I don't want to go. Like, and if I do that, I'm gonna go through the rest of the year just not enjoying and just being miserable. So I would say that would be like a trait that I want to let go of because outside is hot. It's getting brighter early now. I mean, when I say it's hot, like it is fire hot. I might have to be in a bikini all summer, but that would be one for me. So you guys comment below and let's try again with Saf if he has one that he wants to.
Mine, future, this. I want. I'm very conscious about my body. I know my body.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I usually bounce back very fast.
Right.
And even now, I bounce back very fast because I remember when we went to Ghana, I was having a beer almost every day.
Literally.
And my stomach was like, Safa, what's going on? And it started to push out a bit. But when I came back to Jamaica now and I work out 1 week, it gone.
Yeah.
So it's like with my body and my fitness, like it's
Mhm.
just 1-2. Like if for 1 week, I say, all right, it's just workout. And I work out, like even my clothes will start getting too tight on me.
Because the muscle memory that
Yeah,
you have.
exactly. And I was just always like that. I was always like that from way before. Like if I stop working out, I will, I'll get smaller and a bit more ripped.
Right.
But working out, I get very bulky and big. But if I stop working out and start sip,
Must be nice to be a man that you can literally work out and see the difference just like this. Where us women, we fluctuate so much due to our hormones and like the time of the month and like lethal phase and it's just a lot. All right. I also wanted to
believe me,
ask.
it's not every athlete still like that. Not every athlete.
I wanted to ask, do you think that have we gotten worse at listening to each other, or should I say at comprehending, like listening to understand?
No, um, I don't think we have gotten there. I was think what it is that um sometimes the things are repetitive. It's like,
Mhm.
the same. I'm hearing the same thing over and over.
Mhm.
So I guess, it's like I hear it the first time, or first 5 times, I don't need to hear this
Mhm.
again.
Mhm.
So I think it's more of that.
I
Um,
also feel like, I mean, from my experience and like feedback or comments from, podcasts and stuff, I'm finding that there's a little bit of a struggle with that because everybody has an opinion.
mhm,
And I think there's a respectful way to say, hey, you have yours, I have mine,
mhm,
and we can disagree to agree,
mhm,
and do that
mhm,
respectfully. But I also find that the comprehension, it's either right message but wrong messenger.
mhm,
Like
mhm,
you're saying something, but just
mhm,
because I don't vibe with you or I don't
mhm,
like you,
mhm,
I'm going to completely like let it go over my head.
mhm.
Or they just don't listen to it to really like you take it in.
They
Kind of
just
like,
they just hear the first thing
right.
and just work with that, like,
Yeah. I mean,
Mhm,
everybody's entitled to their opinion, and now with social media.
mhm,
So I guess I just want to say that if you're wanting to start a platform, or you have your social media, you're active, but you're holding back
mhm,
because of like the fear of rejection or the fear of not being liked or the fear of people just leaving like mean comments, guess
mhm,
what? You're in the driver's seat. I think that's like my word
mhm.
or
My
theme of the
my
year.
thing is you will have a 5-hour discussion
Mm-hmm.
with somebody, and the minute you say one thing for 1 second, that's the only thing people will hear. That's the only thing they remember from a 5-hour
No, and that's
discussion.
fine because I'm in
And
life
it's
you
the one
have
negative,
to.
and it's the one thing they can take and spin it in a negative way. So if you're somebody who, like, you like to read comments, follow the comments, and it affects you, like, that's just how it goes. You will have a positive chat. My wife will have a positive chat,
Mm-hmm.
and people will take one thing out of it and spin it and try to, spin it in a negative way. That's just how the world, this whole,
Social media.
popular, yeah, it's
Yeah.
popular lifestyle or social media lifestyle, whatever it is, whatever you want to call it.
Right. But my advice to you is if you have a platform and you feel like you're dimming your voice or holding back again, what is happening? Guys, I have my water bottle over there, but excuse
Mm-hmm.
me.
Yeah,
I
boom.
cannot bring it
You
here
want
because
some
it's
milk
like
still?
it's
Probably.
broken, like the lid is broken and all of these things. But just pretty much like don't dim your lights to appease other people or to please them. No matter what, everyone's gonna have opinion, they have their own perception. So why not say what you have to say?
Mm-hmm.
At the end of the day, you're only hurting yourself by dimming your lights and viewing
Mm-hmm.
yourself small. So don't let anybody stop you from doing
And no matter
anything.
how you address it, nobody won't stop. So just have to learn to ignore and move on.
Yeah, so anyone that
Skip.
needed that type of advice, because
Mm-hmm.
if you're feeling down because of social media and like the comments and all of that, girl or boy, just keep going and keep living, because no matter what, you cannot be
Mm-hmm.
everyone's cup of tea, and that is fine. And even when you are their cup of tea, they will have an opinion and a perception,
Mm-hmm.
and that is also
Most,
okay. Keep
um,
showing up and keep being you.
I, the world, I don't know if I'm going to say it the right way, but um, the world doesn't like positivity in a sense. Like that, all right, that doesn't sell.
Okay.
You know, am I saying it right way? I don't want to say anything and
I mean, there's people, I guess there's a market for
there are people.
everything,
Yeah, no.
right?
When I speak, I'm not speaking about everybody because there are people in the world sending positive
You
messages.
mean like
But what I'm
controversial
saying is,
stuff?
when those people are sending the positive messages, nobody wants to hear it
Right.
except for the positive. Like, it won't go far away. You know, and I understand, yeah, controversy sell, that's why a lot of people get popular because of all of that stuff.
Right.
But it does kind of sad that that's the way the world operates.
I mean, I think it's been like that for a very long time. They say, good or bad publicity is always some way, somehow you can spin it to benefit from it.
Yeah,
So,
like if you and I had a very toxic relationship, and every time we come on this podcast, we're arguing and cussing. Oh Jesus! Millions and millions of views.
oh gosh.
And then likes too. People will
But
like
wait, so can you please pick up the coaster?
Hmm?
Look, you messed up the table.
I'm sorry.
Okay, guys, I'm very excited. Paris 2024, like Olympics. It's Olympic season. We obviously have to touch on that.
I'm ready.
Because, former Olympian here, former world record holder here, sub 10 king here.
Former Olympian, still ready.
You're ready? You're ready to go compete?
Ready. I'm ready for a 4x1 leg.
So,
I go help my team, 4x1.
You're gonna go help them run first leg?
I'm not sure which leg it is.
I'm very excited. I feel like some magic is about to happen. Some magic is going to happen. And obviously, I am gonna cheer on Team Jamaica, Team Canada, Team Ghana.
Man, you're mixed up, eh? I'm cheering on Jamaica first.
Yeah.
I'm cheering on Jamaica. So I have 110% to give.
Okay.
Right? So I'm giving 100% to Jamaica, and then the next 10%, I'll split it. So I'll give Ghana some. I'll give Canada some. I'll give...
you mean Ghana in the relay?
I'll give Britain some.
Okay, look at that.
Britain.
Who else?
So it's 1% for each one, so 10
no,
people.
No US, no USA.
US don't need any percent. Them just go and mash up the place anyway. Take it.
So any predictions for the men, like US? Do you have any predictions, or you kind of just
I predict somebody's going to win that race. That's my prediction.
Is there anyone, or you just feel like at any given point it could be anyone's race? Like it just depends on who shows up. That
yeah, man. I mean,
everyone wants to show
the
up.
The thing is, I would love for anyone to win, but I think the sports likes when the champion wins.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So, whether it's Noel Lyles, or, Ilian, the world will love it because,
it's creating
I think
history.
Coleman won the last Olympics.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Coleman won the last Olympics. So if he wins, I don't think it's going to be a surprise.
Okay. So those are the people.
Because they're, these guys are expected to go out there and do well. I'm rooting for the Jamaicans to go out there and do a great job. It's very tough out there.
Wait, hold on.
Before,
I think the last Olympics was Italy that won.
Yes.
You forgot. Because I'm like, I know you made that comment. I'm like, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
So it could be a year where it's literally like a surprise.
Whoa.
You forgot.
Whoa. Man, that's true. Italy.
Yep.
I forgot. But it's anybody's game, it's anybody's race, but I think the favorite is definitely Noel Lyles. He is the current fastest man in the world. He won the world championship. So people are expecting him to win the Olympics, and it's very wide open because I think the guys are equally matched. You have before you used to just have Jamaica and US out there, like 7 of the 8 lanes were Jamaica and US.
So
then you'll have Trinidad, one Trinidad in the mix, maybe, one. So it was always a Jamaica and US race. But now you have Botswana, you have Kenya, you have South Africa, you have Great Britain. You have so many.
Sometimes you have Canada in there as well.
Oh gosh, you have Canada. So it's just such a wide open feeling. I don't think you'll have a sweep
Right.
in any way,
Right. Okay.
but you'll have a great race.
Exciting. Like
Yeah.
something exciting is gonna come out of it.
Yeah.
And it could be surprising as well.
Yeah, man,
So
definitely.
is there any like word of advice or going back in when you were preparing for the Olympics? Is there something you could give to people that you wish you would have done while preparing?
Just don't overthink. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. Going in, you might be the favorite, and you might put a lot of pressure on yourself. Don't overwork yourself. Don't do too much in warm up. Trying to get it right. If you didn't get it right months before, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it right just in warm up like that.
Instant.
So yeah, so it might happen on the track in the race because of different adrenaline,
Right.
but don't overwork yourself in warm up. Get
Mainly
tired.
here.
Exactly. Just do your best, and just be confident. Trust your own. Trust your talent. Trust your training. Trust your coach. And you'll be fine.
That is great advice.
Yeah, man.
But I'm excited. So
Mhm.
you're flying me out. So guys, if you want to go to Paris, like you have to start booking your stuff now. I mean, you should have
Man,
even booked
no.
from like
You should have booked
months in
4 years ago.
advance. True,
You should have
because
booked 4 years ago. Or, you have to
Whew.
try get in with somebody who already booked.
right,
Man,
because it's gonna
because
be
these things are
unbelievable.
booked years in advance, man.
I'm excited because we went to a launch yesterday and we were able to kind of see like the village and all of that. I mean, mind you, this is all new to me, so I'm like so giddy. I'm like, wow, that is so sick, and
Bad
that is
man, no.
so, huh?
I'm bad mind for all the athletes that are going to the Olympic Games,
Why?
because that village look. I don't know if it's going to look like that, like in real life,
Right.
but from the the image that we saw, it's a self-driving car.
But would you go in that?
Self-driving car. Why we couldn't have that?
I don't think you would go in that.
I'm too ancient.
You literally, you're not
The self-driving car. I mean, of course, I would go in it.
You would be so nervous.
Put on my seatbelt.
You know that term, like clutching your pearls? That would be
Imagine. I don't even trust anybody else to really drive me that much less a car driving me itself.
Exactly.
Spooky business.
But yeah, so
but it's cool though. It's cool, that they will have all of these new technology accessible, in Paris.
I was saying that imagine the generation that are like the toddlers now when it's their turn to be at Olympics and stuff. Can you imagine how sick that is going to be? Sal said they'll be running on. What
they'll
did
be
you
running
say?
in the ear.
No, last night
on the conveyor belt, the belts that are in the airport. That's what they will use. Because
you say everybody's
because the way our technology the way our technology is going now, I think kids are going to start get lazy.
You think so?
Yeah, like they don't have to do anything.
How would you get lazy with sports?
Probably invent a machine to make them legs move. Like they just sit at home and the machine just moving their legs. Oh, this is training. Yeah. but no, I think everything is going to be so much more advanced. But how far can it go? I mean, it's sports. You still have to. You can't take out the human aspect out of it. You have to.
You can improve like technology in terms of like spikes, running shoes, and stuff. But
I mean, you can't do too much with the spikes because it's going to make it illegal. And all that stuff. So make the talent speak.
Right. So all in all, hard work and all beats everything. So I guess word of advice is
Olympics it's very exciting. Believe me, like a lot of people get excited for Olympic Games, but the athlete excitement, the excitement that individual has, trust me, like the athletes that don't even run at the games, they're the most excited out of everybody. Just to be at the Olympic Games, it's like huge. You know what I mean? Just to be in the village, just to be a part of the opening ceremony, it's really, 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 a lot to take in.
And a moment
Yeah,
that you
man.
like cherish forever.
Not many people will get to experience that.
Exactly.
Only a selective few.
So even if you make that team, and even if you're on the relay team, but like
If they're on
you're
the
there.
bench.
No, literally,
bench, yeah.
that is like historic because, like you said, not everyone will get to have that.
How many people can make an Olympic team?
Right.
How many? You know what I mean?
True.
Yeah.
That is true. So Road to Paris,
Mhm.
we are very excited about it. And hopefully we plan to have some guests on here that can, add to that as well, and how they're preparing and the excitement for that.
I mean, the thing is, nothing before it's time, because I remember somebody, my coach made a comment that he wish I was doing this, a long time ago. Like social media stuff, like being, in the camera.
For people to see your personality, and know that he actually talks.
Yeah. So, because I used to, like I said, I used to talk a lot in training, but outside, I'm just like, I have to really observe and see who is who, and be like
our good friend said, when we first met Saf is a man where you ask him, so how was this? And he'll give you like at the most six words at the most, but really and truly like 2 words or 1 word.
And it answered the question.
And he'll be like, everything was good. And that's it. Or just good, man. Like,
yeah, man. Yeah.
And then so now I think for people to see in the light where it's like, wow, you can actually have more.
Remember, that's how I am, babe. When I get used to and comfortable around people, I'll talk. But I'm not just going to see a random stranger and no, that's not me.
Oh gosh.
I'm calm.
Yeah, but we love him.
Deadly,
We love him for that. And I feel like on that note, we are going to end this episode because the next one we plan to have like hopefully an exciting guest. Why do you? I thought he spilled the drink. So make sure to leave a review. And we want to hear from you, and rate the podcast and comment below like certain topics you want us to touch on, because we're definitely into like uplifting financial literacy, like educating each other on that and growing together, because guess what? We still have growing to do. Wait a minute before we end this podcast, right? There was a few weeks ago, I was speaking to one of Asafa's like good friends, and he made a comment about like, somebody said that, Asafa has changed and and all of this stuff. But as humans, if you're doing life right, you are supposed to change. I mean, you would change as in like, instead of going out every night, maybe you find fun in something else, right? But the core value as a person, I think, maintains the same. Because who I was in my 20s, I'm sure is not who I am now. So you have to like adjust and give people room to grow and evolve. You can't say someone that you met at 20 is supposed to still be that personality, and that same person at 20. They're wiser, they've experienced things, they've been hurt, they've been heartbroken. All of those experience sums who you will get at different age and different phase and different stages. Because with life, you're gonna change. If you're doing life right, you're supposed to grow. I don't even think it's change. It's like you being uncomfortable with the fact that somebody is growing, because you got so comfortable with the idea of them being a 20-something-year-old that had no really like serious life experience.
It's just one thing. It all boils down to one thing for me. It's contagious, whatever you had in your throat. It's contagious. Let me a little ginger in this and something.
No, I don't know what that was.
Yeah, but when I really, observe and can just do my calculation, boop, 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 on the calculator and check up everything, it all comes down to they're not happy for you. That's what it is, because if I'm somebody who has a pan knock, I'm there. I mean, if as a party going on, and let me say it in a different way, so people can understand. Like the minute a party is happening, I'm there. And just a bachelor lifestyle. So when you get married now,
Mhm.
and a lot of those things are going to change because you have your person now. You don't need to be on the road, so much
And
because
trouble will
you
find
have to
you.
you have to spend time with your person, and people will consider it as
Change.
burp. People will consider it as you changing. Yeah, of course. But is it a bad change? Is it a negative? Is it in a negative way? No, it's a positive way, and I mean, you should be happy for the person that the person actually found somebody and
Mhm.
who can make them happy, and live, spend the rest of their life together. I didn't get married and cut off anybody as a friend.
Mhm.
I got married. The outing kind of calm down. If you want to come, we play domino,
Right, like
vibe.
you still hang out.
Still hang out, but we don't need to be in the idle lifestyle because it was just a full-on idle lifestyle, and you cannot expect. That's the thing. It's a Jamaican thing, I would say. No disrespect, but it's a Jamaican thing where
Or you should say
you
for
go on the
some
road.
people.
Yeah, some people,
Yeah.
yeah. Where you go on the, but the thing is, people say some people and think it's a norm for everybody. You know what I mean? You go on the road. Most of the men out there are married, but they pretend they're not married.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So I think people see that and think it's the norm for everybody. Once you get married, that's what you're going to do. But it's not everybody still like that. You have to
Right.
just understand that. And, if you really think the friendship was, is genuine, that shouldn't affect in a negative way. It should be positive. It should be
Mhm.
motivational.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, and find different aspects to integrate into what's happening. Like it doesn't mean you're being left
Yeah.
off the boat. It just means that hey, I just don't want to be outside every night. If it's like let's go to dinner or
Maybe
go
the money,
down to have
maybe
a
maybe it's the
drink,
money
fine.
money not spent like before again.
That too. So I guess it's like knowing your circle, and once you know yourself and your integrity, like what people will say is not going to like make
And
you make you budge.
it's very difficult to know. Some people can play a good game.
That too.
I mean, some people can just be around for the fun and play a good role. Like, yo,
They're really
yeah,
there
my
for you.
brother. You know what I mean? Until that one thing happened, then you realize, no, this wasn't my brother.
We're just here
You
for
know
the
what I mean?
good
Exactly.
time.
And and some of these are just not worth saving. Some of these friendships just not worth saving. Some are worth saving. If you try too much, it will exhaust you. Trying to save some friendships will exhaust you. So you just have to leave it alone. You know what I mean? And then, you know, just let them see you winning and let them see you happy. And,
We wish them well.
that alone will,
Yeah. But yeah, so if anybody says that comment to anyone, or just say you are supposed to change, you're supposed to evolve, where we are humans, maturity is supposed to occur. If we're doing life right, it's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
You're not
and
supposed to
I
get
mean,
stuck.
the reason why it's our podcast, so we can say whatever. The reason why people say I change, Zine,
Mm-hmm.
let let the viewers analyze it, and you tell me where the change occur, right? Before I got married,
Mm-hmm.
everybody was cool. Everybody was come. Alicia was always at the house. Everybody was cool. Everybody used to be at the house every day, playing domino, vibing, all of that stuff. The minute I got married, nobody came around.
Mm-hmm.
Not even the day after. Nobody came back around. And then somebody from that crew is gonna say, I changed. Really? My doors
Yeah.
was wide open. A matter of fact, everybody had a gate up now to come at my house. When I got married, I didn't say give me back my gate up now.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't say don't come back at my house.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody stopped coming around. Alicia never tell nobody don't come back. Alicia never show anybody any bad face. Alicia was
Apparently I did.
always cool with everybody.
do you know what? It's okay. Like I had said when we did the podcast with my mom that I am okay.
Mhm.
I will lay on the cross to be the bad guy because it seems like clearly I am apparently the bad guy and I'm the newbie and everything. Or then I was the newbie to like to your friends, to your crew, to everything, like even to the society or even to the country, to social media, then to like being a stepmom is like it has to be her. That's why this is not happening. It has to be her, her. But you don't really know what was happening behind closed doors. Just because you've seen images doesn't mean it was picture perfect. You never seen the battles that were being had and all of that. So anyway, I am okay. It's all right. People could throw stones, throw that, like me, not like me. I don't lose any sleep.
They say
Like
you just been a bad guy.
it is what it is. Because no matter what you say, do, jump high, whatever.
Whatever. I mean, and the thing is, if people
It's okay.
if people say something about you on social media, no matter how you clear your name, once they want it, listen, man, people sit down and they look at you and say, oh, him act like him better than everybody and him like him can't mash hands and him can't do anything wrong. And the minute they hear they're waiting for that moment. People sit down and wait for that moment when they hear that one bad thing about you, then it just blow up. And no matter how you clear your name, they just lock them ears like this. And they don't want to
Guess
hear.
what?
They don't want to hear the truth. They want to hear the mix up and the drama. That's all people want to hear. So them lock them ears and then them just go back and read back the negative things. So yeah, man, I just did that.
Yeah, so just honestly, for the summer, just keep being you. Not even for the summer, for the rest of your life, just keep being you, keep showing up. Just because none of that stuff, they don't pay your bills, they don't put money in your account. Just keep being you and know that you are here for a reason. Like you were put on God's earth with a purpose and focus on that purpose. You're not going to find that purpose disliking someone or watching what someone is doing or whatever the case may be. You are going this way instead of this direction and finding your purpose.
Yeah.
So find yours, live in your destiny, and God bless you all.
Yeah, and these are the conversations that Alicia and myself would have, like sitting in the living room. So so this is kind of natural. The only difference is the camera's running. We're not talking to anybody now, but it's going to show. You're going to see it at some point.
You're going to listen to us talk.
So we're in our element right now.
Yeah.
We're talking, and these are the type of conversations that we have. You know what I mean? And we really value friendship. And we value a lot. And we just have to just let it be.
Yeah, and honestly, right now my main focus is like Asaf is just like, how can we make sure the future, like all of our kids are good and straight? Like we need to just start getting stuff done. Like that is my main focus. Not what anybody else, whether you like me or not, God is still giving me breath, So there's other things, bigger things and bigger fish to fry. So if you're going through a rough time, a hard time because people are just getting on your nerves or whatever the case may be, you have breath and there's bigger fish to fry. Tackle it one problem at a time. Right?
Yeah, man, 100%. So even though Alicia had said that we're gonna end off the podcast right
Episode.
there, but let me just say, if there's anybody, if any of you guys are interested in partnering with us with our podcast, you can reach out to us. I mean, I could be holding your drink right now, sipping.
Or you could have been eating your food, apparently.
Or I could be eating your food right now,
or your clothes.
I'm wearing my Pumas, but
I can.
You know what I mean? You can reach out to us because we're open to partnering with a lot of people don't know. I guess a lot of people don't know that we are open to doing partnerships and stuff like that. So with our podcasts or with whatever it is.
We could do your ads. Okay. All right.
Vibe.
Because again, it's for the kids.
Yeah, man, it's for the kids. And a lot of people will always talk, but between Alicia and myself, we have 4 kids. All of my kids already have a house. So No matter what
Are
people
you sure
say.
it's not just the two that we have?
Don't. Exactly. All of my kids are put down. All of my kids, if something should
good.
happen to me, my kids have a house. My wife have houses and stuff. So people will always talk. I mean, not even whatever zip it, just go and talk because we like the talking. So with that being said, thanks for watching. Share, just share some love, show some love. We need more love
Be
in the
love
world.
as well.
Need a lot of love in the world. And just be positive. You know what I mean? Even though sometimes the negative will just show up with face and overshine the positive.
Oh gosh,
But
cuz.
yeah, you just have to, put God first and pray.
Yep.
Pray the other morning, I just wake up and one big prayer. I just
I'm
start
proud of
one
you.
big prayer. Like I had a dream. And it was the weirdest dream. And I wake up and I'm saying, no. One big prayer. Just
See, I
start
didn't even
praying.
know about this dream.
Yeah,
so after
man.
this, I'm gonna be like,
No,
Charlie,
I told you I
dream?
had a weird dream the other day. I had this weird dream and I'm like, just pray
I would
about it.
say that it's also been a week for me with like weird dreams. Like I've been having dreams with like, I don't even want to get into it, but it's just like some weird dreams where I'm like, I need to pray about it. And I feel like anytime there's about to be a breakthrough in your life, that's when the devil tries to like deter you, distract you, really question your faith, So you have to mentally like be strong because that breakthrough is coming. Don't let, the bad stuff outweigh the good. Just keep steady. It's coming. So I feel like, not me. You got the wrong one.
Yeah, man.
All right.
And even though sometimes, you might feel like nothing is not going your way or like you're praying in vain. But trust me, you just have to be patient and be confident. If it should happen, and it's going to happen.
Yeah, nothing before its time.
Yeah, man, it's going to happen.
Yeah, because when you wait for something and you're patient for it, when you get it, you appreciate it a lot more. And I've also started to tell myself that maybe if God blessed me right now with what I'm asking for, am I mentally, emotionally, am I healed for that yet? Am I ready for that? Or is that him telling me that there's still stuff I'm hanging on to, traumas, like stuff that I need to let go to get to the new version, to unlock and be ready for those blessings. So, boom.
Vibe. All right, guys. See you in the next one. Don't miss a beat. Haha.